The first question over here, it asks that there is a very big amount of number that they have given over here. Okay, like this is a very huge number, 3659893456789 3256778. Okay, how many digits are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. 19 digits are there. And there's another number, 3429734893792 and 6. How many digits are there? 333 12 15. Okay, these many numbers are there, right? And they have asked to us what will be the product of these two, and how, and more specifically the number of digits in these two. Okay, if we multiply these two numbers, how many digits will we get? Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 15, 1 2 3 4 5 16, 18 and 1. Okay, guys, look, if you observe, if we take the lowest two digit numbers, right, if we multiply these two, how much do we get? We get 100. We get 100, a three digit number, right? If we multiply the highest two digit numbers, how much do we get? We get a number which is a four digit number. Okay, it gives us a four digit number, right? Which means what? Which means that if we multiply these two numbers, for sure, this is for sure that we are going to have either 19 plus 15, or or 19 plus 15, how much? This is 34, or at max 33 numbers. Okay, at max 34 or at least 33 numbers, right? Now if you observe this much more closely, let us just imagine this is just 36. Okay, so if we multiply 36 with 34, 36 with 34, how much it is giving? It is giving a number, it is damn sure it's a four digit number, right? Damn sure it's a four digit number. It won't give you a three digit number what we get after multiplying 30 with 3900, right? We'll be getting a four digit number, right? So which means we can conclude that if we add these two numbers, 34 should be the number of digits in the product. Can we have 35 digits? We cannot have, we can never have. Let us say, even if you multiply, okay, 100 is to 100, total how many digits are there? 100, three digits, 100, another three digits. Okay, if you multiply that, we'll get 1000, right? It's a five digit number, right? Total digits over here, 3 plus 3 6 minus 1 5. Okay, even if you do 999 and 999, okay, which will give you a number which will be a six digit number, right? Which is the addition of these three digits and these three digits over here, right? And that is what we did. We concluded that if we multiply 36 and 32, we'll be getting a four digit number. Okay, we'll be getting a four digit number, which means that if we simply add these two, okay, if we simply add these two, that is 34 will be the number of digits which we will get in the multiplication. Okay, so the answer to the first question over here will be B. Okay, good evening Anu, good evening, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. In an examination, a student secures 4 marks for every correct question and loses 1 mark for every wrong answer. A student attempted all 200 questions and scores in all 200 marks. The number of questions he attended correctly. Okay. Can we simply assume he attended correctly X number and did Y number of questions wrong? So that means 4 into X minus Y, because he is getting 4 marks for every correct and losing 1 mark for every wrong question. which is equal to 200, right? Now we have to find out the answer to this question. There is another information that is given to us, that in all he has attempted all the 200 questions. That means, can we say x plus y is also your 200, right? So that means this is gone, this is gone, and this one will fetch us how much? 5x, and this one will fetch us how much? 400. That means x is equal to 80. That means he has done 80 questions correctly, right? So the answer is option B. Even if you want to check, 80 into 4 minus how many wrong? 120 wrong. Minus 120, are we getting 200? Yes, we are getting 200, right? Okay, easy one. Even if this information was not given, you could have picked up each of these options to find out what are the values of x and y. Okay, you could have also gone that way as well. If a and b are HCF and LCM respectively of two algebraic expressions x and y, and a plus b is equal to, yep, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, or that's right. If A and B are the HCF and LCM respectively of two algebraic expressions x and y, and A plus B is equal to x plus y, then the value of A cube plus B cube is, okay. It's an easy one. Can you guys think of a number? Can you guys think of a number? Okay, which will be the which will be also be the addition of HCF and LCM, right? Let us say if we take a number x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. In that case, what is HCF? HCF they have given is, right? HCF they have given is x. Okay. A and B, let's say A and B are the two numbers. So A is 10 and B is 5. Okay. So in that case, HCF is how much? HCF is how much? HCF is 5, and LCM of these two number is 10, right? Isn't it? So we are just smartly, we are supposed to think of a number, okay, right? So if you have been able to think of this number, then the question has been solved. Then what is the value of A cube plus B cube? The value of A cube, that means 10 cube, plus B cube will be same as the value of x cube plus y cube as well. We don't have to find out the exact value as such. The answer will be D over here. Okay. All right. Can we move to the next one? Was it understandable to all of you? Question number 3. 9 of you. Question number 3, was it understandable to you guys? All right. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next one. A milk vendor has 21 liters of cow milk, 42 liters of toned milk, and 63 liters of doubled toned milk. If he wants to pack them in cans so that each can contains same liter of milk, okay, and does not want to mix any two kinds of milk in a can, then the least number of cans required. Whenever they asked you least number of cans required, then what do? We find HCF. HCF of these three numbers, 21, 42, and 63, is how much? That is 21. HCF of these three numbers is 21. If he has 21 liters of cow milk, how many cans he will need? He will need only one. Over here, how many cans he will need? Two cans he will need, because 21 into 2 is 42. 63 divided by 21 is 3. So how many will be the least number of cans required? That will be 6 will be the answer. Okay, yes, absolutely, that's correct. We'll have to find the HCF. Okay, Sumitra has got an average mark of 56%. 56% in 7 examinations. Okay, how much she needs to make in the 8th examination in order to obtain 60%? Okay, can we simply multiply 56 and 7, right? How much is this? This is 380 marks. right? This much of marks he has got. I'm assuming that C is writing a 100 marks question paper, right? If C wants to get 60% in the 8 examination, that means C needs to get in total 480 marks, right? 8 into 60, right? Isn't it? Right? 60% in all the 8 examination. Okay, this number is not 380, this is 350 and plus 42. This is 2, 9 and 3. So what is the difference of these two number? 480 and 392. What is the difference? The difference of these two numbers is 88. Okay, yeah, it can be decided. It is not CBD. It is not CBD. She needs to get 88%. Okay, right? Right. It's not CBD, guys. Okay. Yes, there is an assumption. There is an assumption that the marks of each of the test is the marks of each of the test is some value, maybe 100, maybe 200. It can be any other values as well, but it's not CBD. We can decide it. Okay. She needs to get 88% marks. If she gets 88% marks, her overall marks in the 8 examination will become 60%. Okay. A sum of 732 is divided among A, B, C such that A receives 25% more than. This is a good question, guys. Okay. Listen and watch it more carefully. Okay. So a sum of 731 is divided among A, B, C such that A receives 25% more than B. Okay. Can we say B received X amount? So in that case, can we say A received 1.25X amount? Right? And then C received how much? Okay. C received how much? X divided by 0.75, which will come out to be your 1.33X. Right? Isn't it? So now if you add these three values, right, and then you do it, right, then you do it. This is one way to solve it. But if you go this way, it will be very, very calculation intensive, and I do not suggest you to go ahead with that. What I have always taught you to always start with the easiest option. What is the C's share in the amount? Okay, if C's share is 200, okay, and B receives 25% less than that. Okay, if this is C, then how much will be B? Then how much will be B? Okay, it will be 150, right? It will be 150, right, guys? Isn't it? X minus X of uh, you know 25%, 200 divided by 0.75, how much is that? Right? So B share will be 150, 25% less than C, right? And then A will get how much? A has got 25% more than 25% more than B. 25% of 150 is how much? 37.5. Okay. If we add all of these numbers, are we reaching 375? No, we will reach a number which will be a number in point, right? So this is not the correct option to work out with, right? Now if we pick up the option D, 272, which is the share of C, right? So what will be the share of B over here? Share of B will be 3/4 of this number. What is the 3/4 of this number? 6, 24 and 8 into 3, 194, right? 194 will be the 194 will be the value of B, right? The B will be the 194 will be the share of B over here, right? And then 25% more than 192, 194, 194, 25%. This is the 100%. 50% is how much? 96. This is how much? 48. Okay. 194 plus 48. That means, right, 242. This will be the, okay. Still it's not coming. Still it's not coming. I think we have done some calculation error somewhere. One moment. So yeah, if C has received 272, right? If C has received 200 and, yes, but the percentage is given, so we can do it. Yes, absolutely, that's correct. Okay. If C has got 272 rupees, right? So in terms of B, okay, B receives 25% less than C. Okay. So B will receive how much? 25%. If B receives 25% less than, guys, this less than and more than, okay, 25% less than C. Okay. So 25% less than C, 50% is how much? 136 and 68. Okay. He will get 68 less. So B will get how much? 204. Right. Now we are getting it correct. Okay. Then B will get 204 rupees, right? 25% less. That means 68 less. And A has received 25% more than B. What is 25% of 204? 102 is 50%. 51. Okay. Now let's just add 51 over here. How much do we get? A will get how much? 204 plus 51, 255. Now let's just add this. 5, 4, 9, 2, 1, okay, 3 and 7, right? So that is why we'll conclude 7 to 272D is your answer, right? I strongly do not suggest you guys to go ahead. I do not suggest you guys to go ahead and pick up the values x and 1.2x and 1.33x. Even if you do this, it will become very, very calculation intensive, and plus you will not reach the exact answer. Okay. Why will you not reach the exact answer? Because this 1.33 is actually 1.3 bar. Okay. It's just a continuous one. It doesn't get terminated, right? So you will reach somewhere around, but not exactly. Okay. All right. So in a family, the average age of father and mother is 35 years. Father and mother. So that means total age of father and mother is how much? 70, right? And the average age of father, mother, and their only son is how much? 27. So the total age of the all the three guys is how much? 81, right? 27 into 3, right? Now the what is the age of the son? The difference of 81 and 70 will be the age of their son. Okay, easy one. Without using pen and paper, you guys could have done that, right? The sum of 8 consecutive odd numbers. Okay, sum of 8 consecutive odd numbers. What are those 8 consecutive odd numbers? X plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, x plus 8, x plus 10, x plus 12, x plus 14. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, that means 8x plus 14, 6, 20, 30, 40, right? 14, 6, 20, 30, 40, 52, 56. Okay, 56 is equal to 656 they have given. That means x will be how much? This will go over here 600. 600 divided by 8. 600 divided by 8 is how much? 75, right? So what is the sum of the smallest odd number and the second largest even number? So the smallest odd number is which one? This number, isn't it? Isn't it? Right? And and also the average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 87. 4 consecutive even numbers. Okay, we have found out from here that this number over here, this number, smallest odd number is 75. Right, let me make some space. This number is, smallest odd number is 75, right? And the 4 consecutive even numbers, that means plus x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6. Okay, so the sum of these two numbers divided by 2 will also be 87, and the sum of these two numbers divided by 2 will also be 87. So that means, can we simply do 87 into 2? That means how much? 160 plus 14, 174, right? Now we have to split it into two even numbers, right? Two continuous even numbers. What are the numbers we can take? Can we take 82 and 84? No, we can't take. Okay. Can we take 86 and 84? 86 and 88? Yes, we can take. So one number over here is 86, the another number is 88, right? So this number is 86, this number is 88, this number is how much? 84, and this number is 90, right? This second largest even number, what is the second largest even number? It's 88, and the smallest odd number is 75. If we add these two, how much do we get? We get 163 as your answer. Okay. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, guys. Let's just try to be quick. Okay, I'll write less, right? It will put a little bit of pressure in your mind to answer the question. This is what I want. You guys also stop this urge of picking up the pen and paper. This question, picking up a pen and paper would be a criminal offense. Okay, purchased an article for 1500 and sold it for 25% above the cost price, right? And if he has to pay 75 rupees tax on it, so net profit percentage is how much? Net profit percentage eventually 1500, the 25% of this will be how much? 375, right? 75 rupees tax he has paid, that means net profit is 300, right? 300 is how much percent of 200, of 1500? Sorry. Okay, the answer to this question is how much? 20%. Okay, right? Is it clear, guys? Leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs up, write down the answer if it is clear to all of you. Please write it in the chat if it is clear to all of you. All right. Okay, okay, fine, fine, got it. Thank you. Right. In this question, Rajini purchased a mobile phone and a refrigerator. Okay. Mobile phone for 12K, right? And a refrigerator for 10K, respectively. She sold the refrigerator at the loss. Over here, guys, one thing you guys need to appreciate, she bought mobile phone and refrigerator. Okay, she bought mobile phone and refrigerator. But then in the next one, if you don't read the question properly, this is the mistake you will do. Now over here they have talked about refrigerator at the loss of 12%. That means this one, and then the mobile phone at the profit of 8%. Right? Right, they have just changed the wording, right? They've just flipped it. First they are talking about the mobile phone and refrigerator, and they have, while they talk about the selling stuff, they are talking about refrigerator and then mobile phone, right? So guys, you have to be very very vigilant over here, right? The refrigerator was sold at 12% loss. That means it was sold at 8800 rupees, right? And the mobile phone was sold at 8% profit. That means it was sold at 12,960 rupees, right? 8% is 960, isn't it? Now if you add these two, you will get 0, 6, 7, 1, 1. His total investment was 12,000 plus 10,000, that means 22,000, right? But he has got out 11,760 only, right? So that means he has got a loss of 240 rupees. Okay, all right. Income of A and B are in the ratio 4 is to 3. Can we assume income as X, expenditure as Y? Very classical question. And their annual expenses are in the ratio 3 is to 2. So that means can we say 4X for A minus 3Y is equal to 60,000, right? And similarly 3X minus 2Y is equal to 60,000, right? Can we say something like that? Then they have asked, then they have asked us the annual income of A. Now we are just fine tuning our stuff, guys. Okay, no more conceptual stuff. We want to find out X. That means can we eliminate Y? Right? If we eliminate Y, that means we'll have to make this particular variable same, isn't it? So let's just multiply this by 2 and this by 3. So how much does it work out? 8x minus 6y 12 0 1 0 0. Okay, and this particular stuff by 3, that means 9x minus 6y is equal to, right, they have given each of them save 60,000, that is why we have written like that, right? And which is how much? 180,000, right? If you find out this is minus, this is plus, this is minus, we'll find x is equal to 60,000. Okay, so the annual income of A is how much? Annual income of A was 4x. If x is 60,000 and we need to find out 4x, so the answer will be 2,40,000. Another mistake, guys, over here, what generally we do is that we get stuck over here thinking that 8x is the 8x is the the income. No, the actual equation with which we started working with, right? These are the analogous equations. We have just multiplied that by those numbers. Okay, both of it means the same, but we cannot write 8x, right? We have to go back to the actual one, right? So the answer to this question will be 2,40,000, right? All right, this is a good one. If you guys want to try, no, this is also okay one. If you guys want to try out this one. If you guys want to try out this one, okay, we want to finish it up mathematics by 10:45. Today our target is to finish up by 12:30. How about that? Okay, we'll be a little quick in our approach, right? Okay, so what is the interest received on principal for 450 rupees for 2 years? If the interest received on 1 year after 4 years at the same rate of simple interest is, right? If for 1 year, for 4 years, the interest received is 0.4, that means for 1 year it will be 0.10, which means what? Rate is equal to 10%, right? If rate is equal to 10%, for 2 years, the effective rate will be 20%, right? Because we are talking about what? Simple interest throughout. So what is the 20% of 450? It is 90. Okay. Yes, absolutely. That's correct. Okay. Yeah, this is a good one. I want you guys to try out this sum and answer the question in the chat. I want you guys to solve this one, right? This is a good learning that we'll be having with this particular question. What do you guys think about this one? Quick, guys, quick. quickly answer. Right? A certain amount of money earns 540 rupees as simple interest for 3 years. 3 years simple interest. 3 years simple interest means what? Every single year 180 rupees, 180 rupees and 180 rupees was the interest, right? And compound interest, right? For the year 1 simple interest and compound interest will be the same, right? Isn't it? And then over here how much? Over here how much? 196.2 rupees is the compound interest for the year 2, right? Then only if we add these two stuff, then we'll reach this number, isn't it? So in compound interest we are getting additional 16.2 rupees as the interest. And this interest, from where exactly it came from this particular interest that was earned in the compound interest. For compound interest, even the interest earned after 1 year will fetch you another interest. Okay, right? Yes, absolutely, Devanathan, that's correct. Okay, so that means 16.2 divided by 180 into 100. Is this your rate? Right? This is the rate, isn't it? Isn't it? Now they have asked what is the amount. We know simple interest is equal to PRT by 100. That means P is equal to simple interest into 100 divided by R into T, right? Simple interest, let's just say I'm just taking it for 1 year only. 180 into 100. Rate is how much? Rate is 16.2 into 100, and in the numerator we'll be writing 180. Time is how much? 1 year is the time period that we have assumed. Into 10, this is gone. This will be gone by 9, 20 times, right? 18 times, 2 times, 20 times, right? This will go how much? 10 times. That means we'll get you 2000. 2000 will be the answer to this particular question, guys. Okay, right? I hope you guys understood, right? Had it been the simple interest, he would have earned 376, only 360 rupees, right? That means he is earning 16 and 2 rupees more. From where exactly it is coming? It is coming because of the interest earned on the interest earned on the interest of year 1. Okay, right? So on year 1 this was the interest. On this particular, even on the interest, another interest was charged, which led us to get 16.2 rupees more, right? So from here we found out R, right? 16.2 divided by 180 into 100, right? This is the value of R. Then we have plugged in the values to get the answer. That's it. Okay, please do this question again at your own end. Okay, highly advisable. If you are unable to get it, please ask me whenever we meet. Okay, right? Pure milk cost 3 rupees and 60 rupees per liter, 3.6 rupees per liter. A milkman adds water to a milkman adds water to 25 liters of pure milk and sells it at the sells the mixture at 3 rupees per liter, right? Right? So how much of water that he has added, right? We have just assumed that X liter of water has been added, right? How much is this particular value? How much is this particular value, guys? Is this 90? Okay, and this one will be 75 plus 3x. That means x is equal to how much? 15 by 3. That means 5 liter. 5 liters of water has been added. Okay, let's do a little bit speed. Okay, we'll have to be quick in calculations, right? Please get used to quicker calculations, and that will give you an edge over the others in the AFCAT examination, right? What we have done, the pure milk will cost this much, this much only, right? But even if he is selling for lesser amount of money, he will be selling more amount of milk, right? X was the adulteration. To find the mixture, 25 plus x into 3, right? So this way we will reach x is equal to 5 liter. That means x liter was, that means 5 liter was, of water was added. Okay. This is also a good question. In a 100-meter race, Kamal defeats Bimal by 5 seconds. Okay. If the speed of Kamal is 18 kmph, if 18 kmph is the speed of Kamal, that means can we change it into meter per second? That means his speed is 5 meter per second. I'm talking about Kamal so far. That means Kamal is taking 20 seconds to finish off the race. Now Bimal will take how much? 25 seconds to finish off the race, right? If he is taking 5 seconds to finish off the race, his speed is how much? 100 meters divided by 25 time, right? That means 4 meter per second. Now let's change this value to what? Kilometer per second. Kilometer per second, how do you change? Into 18 by 5. That means 72 by 5. It will give you how much? 14.4 kilometer per hour will be the answer. Okay, right? Did you guys follow the chain of thoughts? Okay, right? 18 kmph is the Kamal's speed. That means 5 meter second is the Kamal's speed. He takes 20 seconds, right? Isn't it? If at the speed of 5 meter per second for 100-meter race, he completes it in 20 seconds, right? Kamal defeats Bimal by 5 seconds means that means Bimal will take 25 seconds to finish it off. That means his speed is 4 meter per second, and now this speed we have just changed it into the kilometer per hour. That's it. Okay, easy one. A train which is 240-meter long crosses a man walking along the line in opposite direction. Okay, there is a train coming in, and there's a man walking in from here at the speed of 3 kmph. Okay, can we change this 3 kmph into meter per second? How will we do that? Exactly in the previous one, what did we do? This is very very important. This is very very important, how exactly to change meter per second to kilometer per hour and kilometer per second to meter per second. There will be 4 to 5 questions from time, speed and distance. Better get used to it, right? So we change it into kilometer per hour to meter per second by doing 5 by 18. That means 5 by 6 is the speed of the man meter per second, right? And they cross each other in 10 seconds. They cross each other in 10 seconds. That means what? Time 10 seconds is equal to distance 240 is the length of the train. All of you have already studied speed, distance, time, train and stuff, right? Man will not have any distance. It's like a single pole, right? And they are all in opposite direction. That means speed of the train we don't know. Let's write it as x, and 5 by 6 is the man's speed, right? Now let's find out the value of x. What is the value of x? All the values, all the units over here are in meter per second. Always keep that in mind. Okay, right? So which means 10x plus 50 by 6 is equal to 240. That means 10x is equal to 240 minus 50 by 6. How much is that? Is it 1400? That means 10x is equal to 1400. That means 1390 divided by 6, right? So that means the speed of the train is 139 divided by 6 meter per second. Now we changed kilometer per second to meter per second by multiplying 5 by 18. So over here do what? 18 by 5, right? This one gone 3 times, right? Had it been over here 140 into 3, 420 minus 3, 417, 417 divided by 5. If you calculate this, you will reach 83.4 kmph as the answer. All right. Please keep the chain of thoughts open. Okay. Right. All right. Now, how will you guys solve this? A boatman rows 1 kilometer in 5 minutes. It's a question in SSBs as well. They will ask you, let us say, you run for 3 kilometers. This was a question asked to me in my SSB at Allahabad. I said to it, the accessor that I run. So how much do you run? So I run this much distance. Okay, I give you a situation. You run for 3 kilometers in 20 minutes. Then what is your speed? Okay, this is what they will ask in the heat of the moment. They will ask, right? And you will start thinking, now what I should do? Should I change in 5 by 18, 18 by 5 and all that stuff? You will think, no, you're not supposed to think in that direction. What you are supposed to think in this direction is that 5 minutes, if you multiply that by 12, will we reach 60 minutes, right? So over here also it will become 12, isn't it? Isn't it? So that means along the stream, that means downstream, the speed of the boat plus stream is how much? Is how much? 12 kilometers, 12 kmph, right, guys? It is 12 kmph, right? And in 1 hour against the stream. That means upstream is how much? Boat minus a stream is equal to 6 kmph. Now don't go on to solve and all that stuff. Not required. Think of number. Think of a number. 12. How will we reach number? We can reach number 10 plus 2. We can reach number 11 plus 2. 11 plus 1. But is the difference is how much? 8. Difference is 10. 9 plus 3. Sum is 12, but the difference is 6. Right? Which means what? The speed of the boat is 9 and the speed of the stream is 3. What have they asked you? The speed of the stream, which is 3 kmph, guys. Okay? Right? All right. Let's move on to this one. What happened? What happened? Who are all here? Only 4 of you are here. 5 of you. What's happening? Are you guys not getting it? Are you guys not getting it? If you're not getting it, please let me know in the chat. I'm watching each and every single chat. All of you, answer it over here. Yeah. Okay. All right. 12 men take 36 days to do a work. Okay. 12 men take 36 days to do a work. That means in one day for all the men to complete a work, we will need 12 into 36 men, right? And 12 women takes 3 by 4th of the same work to complete 3 by 4 of the same work in 36 days. If they are completing 3 by 4, that means they are completing 1 by 4, 1 by 4, and 1 by 4 work. That means only 1 by 4 work is missing, right? So if we add just plus 1/3 of this, right? 1/3 of this, that means 12. That means they will complete the work in 48 days, isn't it? So in for the women to complete the work in one day, we will need how much? 12 into 48 women, right? Which means what? Which means what? This number of men and this number of women, that is 36 men, will be equal to 48 men. For obvious reasons, I have dropped this 12 number, right? For the obvious reasons, I have dropped this number, right? Isn't it? Even if you write it over here into 12, it will get cancelled, right? Which means what? 2 men is equal to 3 women, right? Over here it's women, 48 women, right? So they have asked how many days, 10 men and 8 women, 10 men, 10 men and 8 women, 10 men plus 8 women, right? I think over here is 3 men and 4 women. 3 men are equal to 4 women, right? So 4 women is equal to 3 men. That means can we say 8 women is equal to 6 men? That means this eventually means how much? 16 men, isn't it? Isn't it? So 12 into 36 men take 1 day to complete the job. So one man will take 1 divided by 12 into 36 days to complete the job, isn't it? Isn't it? Sorry, one man will take one man. So the manpower has decreased. So they will take one man will take how much? 12 into 36 days to complete the work. But now, as per the question, we have 16 men. So they will take divided by 16, right? Days to complete the work. This will go how much? 4 times. This will go one moment. This will go 6 times, 8 times, 3 times, 4 times, 4, 9 times. We have only two numbers remaining over here, 9 and 3, multiplication of which will be 27, right? Right. Over here, 3 and 9 remaining, which will be your 27 in the multiplication, right? Isn't it? All right. So 27 will be the answer to this question. Now, again, an easy one, guys. Again, an easy one. Pipe P and Q can fill a tank in 10 hours and 12 hours. Okay, 10 hours and 12 hours. And respectively, and C can empty the tank in 6 hours. Can we simply assume total work that is supposed to be done is 60? That means this is doing plus 6 work, this is doing plus 5 work, and this one C is emptying one, so it is doing minus 10 work every single hour. If all the three taps are opened at 7 a.m., at what time 1/4 of the tank will be filled? Always be careful, 1/4 of the tank. 1/4 of the tank means what? 1/4 of this number. If this is the 60 is the total work that has to be done, that means we have to, let's say 60 liter has to be filled. 1/4 of the work means only 15 liter has to be filled, isn't it? Every single hour, effectively, if all the three are working, 6 plus 5, 11 minus 10, only one work is happening, only 1 liter is being filled up. So in order to fill up 15 liters, how many hours will be taken? 15 hours will be taken, right? You started at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Up till 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. 12 hours are gone. 3 more hours, right? So what will be the time? 2200 hours, that is 10 p.m., right? 7 a.m. plus 15, that means 2200 hours, which also means 10 p.m. at the exact time when we start solving these questions over here, right? Was it easy or difficult, guys? Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. It's an easy one. If the length of the two, if the length of the two equal sides of an isosceles triangles are 10 and 10, okay, and over here I think instead of writing an adjacent angle, they should have written the word included angle, okay, included angle, right? So the included angle they are saying is 45 degrees. So there's another formula for triangle, right? There's a formula for triangle, which is basically not a formula. I'll tell you what it is, okay, which is half AB sine theta, okay, half AB sine theta, right? So half AB sine theta means what? Half into 10 into 10. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, right? This will go 5 times, right? And this is 5 into 5 into 2 by root 2. It will cut over here root 2, 25 root 2 times, okay? Option B is the answer, right? Now, when whenever you have bumped with a right angle triangle, right? This angle, okay, this is a 90 degree. You call it base into height, right? This is also half AB sine theta only, half AB sine theta only, right? But over here, this theta, because of being a right angle triangle, this theta becomes a 90 degree, okay? And sine 90 is 1, and that is why we say half AB, okay? Half base into height. That's why this is the formula for half AB, right? Okay. And for any quadrilateral, the formula is AB sine theta, okay? Remember these two, right? For any triangle, it can be found out using half AB sine theta, and for any quadrilateral, the formula to find out the area is half. For quadrilateral, it is AB sine theta, obviously twice of half AB sine theta, and for triangle, it will be half AB sine theta. And this this one, right angle triangle is a special case wherein value of theta is 90 degree. Okay, all right. So this question over here says, okay, yeah, this question over here says the proportion of a ditch 48-meter long. Okay, there's a ditch with you. Okay, and this ditch is like 48-meter long, 16.5-meter wide, and 4-meter deep, that can be filled with stones and earth available during the excavation of a tunnel, cylindrical in shape. This is a tunnel. This is a tunnel. Okay, from here, while digging this tunnel, you are taking out all of these earth materials and you are filling it over here. Okay, now they are asking how much of this ditch will be filled. Okay, so the concept behind this is nothing but the volume volume of the tunnel divided by the volume of the ditch. If you do this, will we reach the answer? Right, that much amount of part will be filled, isn't it? Yes or no? So over here, the portion of ditch, now ditch is how much? Ditch is 48 and 16.5 and 4 meters deep. If it is a cylinder, that means pi r square, diameter is 4, that means r is 2 r square. h h is nothing but your length over here, 56, right? This one gone how much? 10, right? These 4 gone. Okay, 7 gone 8 times, 8 gone 6 times, 2 times 15 times, right? Isn't it? This is 2 times, this is 5 times, right? This is 3 times, right? This is gone another 2 times. Have you done some calculation error somewhere? Let me do it again. One moment. All right. I hope you guys got the sense that I'm trying to make. You just have to do 48 into 16.5 into 4 meters deep. This is the volume of the ditch, right? Volume of the ditch, and the numerator we will write pi r square is your 2, and h will be the length of the tunnel, that is 56. 2 2 4, this is over here 10 times, right? 7 7 gone, this will go 2 times, this will go 15 times, this will go 2 times, this will go 3 times, this will go again 3 times. Numerator we have what left? 2. In the denominator we have left 3 and 3, which will be 9. That means 2 by 9th part will be the answer to this question. That means 2 by 9th of the part of the ditch will be filled. Okay, of this ditch will be filled. Ditch is a 3D structure. It will have length, breadth, and height. You are taking out mud and debris from the tunnel and you are filling it over here, right? This is what they have asked. So that means you just divide it. That's it. Okay. Another easy question. Okay, if you know the formula, it will be an easy question, right? So the formula over here is that this is a very classical formula: AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3AB is given by A plus B plus C, sum of all the values, into A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus AC minus BC. Okay. If you look at it more carefully, in order for this whole given expression to become 0, the value of A invariably have to be 3 by 2, the value of B will have to be minus 4 by 3, and the value of C will have to be minus 1 by 6. Now let's match all of the denominator. In the numerator we will get 6 by, okay, in the numerator if you multiply, we are matching all the denominators. So in the numerator we will be getting 9 by 6, right? If you multiply this by 2 times, we will be getting how much? Minus 8 by 6, and over here we will be getting minus 1 by 6. Okay. If you look more closely, the addition of these three values will give you 0. Okay, which means what? A plus B plus C is 0. Okay, if A plus B plus C is 0, the whole value, this whole value will become 0, right? That means we'll be left with A cube plus B cube plus C cube will be equal to 3ABC, right? A cube plus B cube plus C cube will turn into 3ABC. Now let me make some space. Now we know A cube plus B cube plus C cube is nothing but your 3ABC, and over here we have minus 3ABC. That means the whole entire stuff will become your 0. What will be left with 3, which will be the answer to this question, guys. Okay. You guys are supposed to know a few certain algebraic formulas. Knowing algebraic formulas does help. Okay, especially of this kind. Or otherwise also, had you not known how exactly to solve this, okay, the moment you have found out A is equal to 3 by 2, B is equal to, sorry, this is plus, minus 4 by 3, and C is equal to minus 1 by 6. If you are able to find out this, and let's say you have some 4 or 5 minutes of your time in hand, no worries, go ahead and plug the values, no problem. Okay, right, you can do that, but it will take time, right? But it's only one single calculation: AQ plus BQ plus CQ. Just match all of the three denominators and then do the calculations, right? Okay, when you do this, you will realize that AQ plus BQ plus CQ is 0. Okay, or otherwise 3ABC, right? In how many ways a committee consisting of 5 men and 6 women can be formed from 8 men and 10 women? That means this is a selection problem. Okay, we have to select 8 men, we have to select 5 men out of 8 men and 6 women out of 10 women. Okay, for that we use the concept of combination, okay, denoted as C. So it is called 8C5. You are selecting 5 men out of 8 men, and we are selecting out of 10 men, we are selecting 8C6. Now let's solve this. If you solve 8C5, it is written as 8 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 8 minus 5, 3 factorial. Okay, this is your 10 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 4 factorial. What do you mean by factorial? 5 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into up till 5. Okay, so this particular value we can write it as 8 into 7 into 6. Now over there, whatever will be remaining 5 and stuff, that will go on to a toss, right? We will be remaining with 3 factorial. That means 3 into 2. Over here 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. From 6 onwards it will get cancelled by this, right? That means 4 into 3 into 2. We don't need to write 1, right? 4 to 8, right? 3 to 6, right? this one gone, how much? 4 times, right? 728 and 720, right? Did you miss something? Did you miss something, guys? Okay, so 720 into 28. So 720 into 28, 72 into 28 is how much? 16, 56, 60, 1, 6. Did we miss something? Yes, we did miss. We did forget to calculate this 3 as well. This 3 will go 3 times, right? So let me correct it a bit. One moment. Over here, we'll be left with 28 into 21 into 10. Okay, right? 21 into 1, 8. And did we do some calculation error, guys? Check and let me know. One moment. We are supposed to reach C. Okay, 8C, 5, 10C, 6, 5. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2. 3, 2. Okay, one moment. We might have done some error somewhere. Wait a moment. Okay, let's just write this whole entire stuff again. Right? 8, 7, 6 divided by 3, 2 into 10, 9, 8, 7 divided by 4, 3, 2. Right? This one gone, 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 3 times, right? So 56 into 21 into 10, right? 6, 12, 105, 105, 115, 117, 0. Now we got the correct answer. Okay. So it's a selection problem, and if they ask you how to select people out of it, we can randomly select, right? So selecting 5 out of 8 is called 8C5, selecting 6 out of 10 is called 10C6, right? Yes, now it's correct. Absolutely. Let's move on to the next one. A card is drawn from a deck of 52 cards. Now look at these probability cards. Very easy. The event E, the event E is that card is not ace of hearts. Okay, not ace of hearts. How many aces will be there? How many aces will be there? There will be spade, there will be heart, there will be diamond, and there will be one more. Okay, clubs, right? These will be the four aces. Not ace of hearts will be how much? Ace of hearts is only one, right? Ace of hearts is only one. That means out of 52, we can pick up any of the 51 cards. So the number of outcomes favorable to E, favorable to E. That means what is that requisite outcomes? That means only if you pick up ace of hearts, only if you pick up the ace of hearts, the event E is that card is not an ace of hearts. Okay, ace of heart itself is only one, right? Is not an ace of hearts. That means rest of the 51 will be a favorable outcomes, right? So this the answer to the question will be 51. That's it. Okay, nothing doing. Don't have to apply much of a concept over here, right? Last question in mathematics. If A does 20% less work than B, okay, if A does 20% less work than B, if A completes the piece of work in 7.5 hours, 7.5 hours, okay, if you want a shortcut to it, if you want a trick over here, the trick lies in saying that if A is 20%, if A is 20% less efficient than B, that means A will take 20% more time than B to complete the work. Okay. So B we don't know. Let's say B complete it in B time. Okay. So B plus or B plus 20% more than B, right? So one moment. Okay. Let's say B takes, okay, B takes out. B takes, let's say over here, B hours to complete the work, right? B takes B hours to complete the work, right? 7.5 means how much? 15 by 2. That means 7.5 hours it takes to complete the work. Okay, right? Okay, so 1.5. Okay, 1.5, right? So that means, yeah, the trick lies in understanding that, 20%, if A is able to work 20% less, that means B will take 20% less time. Okay, so if B takes 20% less time means what is that means B will take 80% of this time, right? 80% of this number will be 6, will be the answer to this question. Okay, by trick. Okay, this is by trick, right? But 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 let's do little bit, let's just try to understand. Okay, so let's just try to understand. If B does A and B, if A is doing 8 work, B is doing 10 work, right? So the efficiency of A and B are in the ratio of 4 is to 5, right? The efficiency of A and B is how much? 4 is to 5, right? So in 7.5 hours, let's say B works 5 work in 7.5 hours. Okay, so 7.5 into 5, right? No, not 5. Let us say over here. Let us say over here. One moment. Yeah. Let us say over here. A does every single hour 4 work A does. Okay, so in 7.5 hours A will work how much? 7.5 into 4, that means 30 work. 30 work is being done by A in how much? 7.5 hours. So that means if B rate of working is 5 work per hour divided by 5, where do we reach? 6 hours, right? 6 hours of time it will take. Like, there is nothing much more to explain over here in this one, right? Okay, this way also you guys can understand the ratio with which A and B can work in 4 is to 5. Okay, so that means A is able to work 4 units of work every single hour. He is taking 7.5 hours. That means in 7.5 hours 30 units of work is being completing, divided by 5. That means in 6 hours itself B is completing the whole work, right? All right. So with this, we come to an end of the mathematics part. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay. Let me drop a message in the group once, so that all those of the guys, those who are interested in GS, they can join maybe. Okay. All right. Okay. So the you guys can also write the answer. Yes, absolutely. Limnology is the answer. Okay. The study of inland water is known as limnology. Okay. Hydrology is about the all the waters. Okay. All water, including the underground waters as well. Okay. Oceanography is all about the oceans. Okay, it's all about the oceans. And synecology is about the interaction. Okay, study of the plants and animals. Okay, whole plants and animals. Okay, something of that sort, right? Whole plants and animal. The synecology is like the how exactly the habitat, the the community of the plants, the animals in a particular biome or in a particular let's say endemic place, where exactly how does the interaction look like, right? So synecology is about that. Okay, you can read about the synecology a little bit more, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, this the question is about the rule of Krishna Dev Rai. Okay, King Krishna Dev Raya was called as the, he was a very powerful ruler, okay, of the southern part of India, apart from all the Chera, Chola, Pandya, and Pallava rulers that we had, okay. And one question also they'll be asking that in Meenakshi there is a very big Brideshwara, not the Brideshwara temple. The temple is there, okay. That temple was built by Raja Chola, okay, one of the mighty South Indian kings, and this king was also one of the very mighty South Indian kings. And in fact, after the the downfall of Delhi Sultanate, the Mughal Emperor in India, in overall India, the highest of the majority of the Indian lands were ruled by the King Krishna Dev Raya. Okay, and he was known for the golden age for Telugu literature. Okay, and many of the foreign visitors also came during his reign. And also, like he was also a person of literature, music, and all that stuff. He promoted that stuff as well. And he was not only a very great king but also a very great general, to have turned down to have turned the losing battles into victory. Okay, and Tenali Ram was one of his court poets, and he was also supported by one of his father figures, someone like Chanakya. Okay, the exact name I'm unable to remember, who acted like prime minister in his court to help him to understand how exactly to work his stuff out. Okay, and during his time, the maritime trade flourished like hell. Okay, and the port of Bhatkal, I'm not quite sure whether it is in the Gujarat region, right? Or the majority of the port at that point of time was from the eastern coast, right? And he was, because he was from the, the Vijayanagara Empire, the present day of Hampi in Karnataka, and the parts of, Andhra. That's where Vijayanagaram is, somewhere around Vishakhapatnam. Okay, so that's how he is related. And uh, you know you can read a lot about him. Even the Indian government, Indian Post, they have released a very beautiful stamp related to him. Once I used to collect this postal stamp, I got a stamp which was commemorated about Raja Krishna Dev Rai. Okay, so you can read and learn more about this particular personality. Okay, the headquarter of International Court of Justice is located in The Hague, the Netherlands. Okay, the New York, the headquarters is located. There are other two more headquarters are there for UN. Another one is at Lagos in Africa, in Geneva and Zurich. Zurich, I don't think any of the important UN headquarters is located, but Geneva, there is over there all the discussions about the peace and all happen at Geneva. Okay, and the major headquarter is located at New York, and also the United Nations Security Council. Okay, the headquarters of that is also located at New York. Okay, for obvious reasons, because Uncle Sam is there. Uncle Sam is US. It virtually belongs to Uncle Sam. Okay, right? And how many stars are there in the the American flag, that also you should know. I guess it's around 15, and it represents each of the colonies that they ruled during their times. Okay. The next question is about the supernova. Okay, supernova is called the explosion of the stars. Okay, due to their uh, immense amount of masses that they have, the gaseous masses that they have inside that star, the explosion happens, and after the explosion, depending upon the amount of masses, they will either form a neutron star or they will form a black hole. Okay, after the explosion, this happens. Okay, black hole strategy, it's a theory about which talks about the genesis of human being, right? Genesis of earth, right? It talks about that. Minor planet of inner planet, no cosmic snowballs of frozen gas, no. Okay, completely out of context. Okay, how many hymns are there in Rig Veda? Okay, in Rig Veda there is 1028, 120 and 28 hymns. There are four Vedas. Okay, Rig Ved, Sham Ved, Yajur Ved, okay, and Atharved. Okay, Rig Ved, uh, Rig Ved, Atharved, and Yajurved. Okay, these three Vedas, they talk about the rituals, right? The how exactly to perform the yajnas, right? The the marriage ceremony have been talked about. The lamentation of death has been talked about, and the childbirth upanayan sanskar has been talked about in all this. And sham ved is about the chanting of mantras to the god, okay, so as to make them happy, right? So there was like Megh Malhar, right? A very famous singer used to poet or singer used to sing that Megh Malhar. Okay, it's there in the Shamved. If you sing that song, if you sing that those kind of hymns, Megh Malhar, that kind of the very crude Indian classical music, you can even bring rains. Okay, so Shamved is about music. Okay, Yajurved, you can also talk about it. Also talks a lot about the Indian system of medicine as well. Okay, and apart from that, there is so many the performance of yagna and all that stuff you will find over there. Like for example, Ashwamedha Yagya. Okay, so it is mentioned in Yajurved, right? And there is also one thing I wanted to mention. All of these are called Vedas. Okay, these are the initial parts of Indian scriptures. Okay, and there is another stuff called Upanishads. Okay, Upanishads are the later Vedas. Okay, later Vedas. Okay, once all these Vedas are done, okay, and these are called then the Upanishad starts. Okay, it's kind of like the extract of the Vedas, or like the concluding statements of the Vedas, and that is the Upanishads. Okay, so in the olden times there used to be Aranyakas. Uh, Aranyakas mean the people, those who dwell in Aranyak. Okay, Aranyak means forest. Aranyakas means those who stay in forest. That is Rishi Muni. Okay, and they used to leverage of learning something called Shruti. Okay, Shruti means to speak, like I'm speaking and you are listening and you are understanding and you are grasping. Okay, that is called Shruti. Okay, so they used to learn from that, and this was not the only one methodology of learning. There were many others as well. Okay, so this is all I could recall as of now. Rest you guys have the Lucent book with you. I hope you must have studied by now, right? All right. So the motto of territorial army over here, yes, Atharveda, Atharveda, yes, magical hymns. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Yes, 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 absolutely correct. The motto of territorial army is Savdhani va Shruta. Okay, Shrurta. Okay, Shrurta means bravery in Hindi. Okay, Shrurta means bravery in Hindi. Okay, Shano Varuna, that is the motto of Indian Navy. The Indian Navy, okay, the Indian Navy, right? May the ocean god may be auspicious unto us. Okay, Seva Parmo Dharma, right, is the motto of army, right? Service before self is the motto of army. Okay, not quite sure if Seva Parmo Dharma is the motto of you know, the NDA as well. Okay, all right. So the only fighter aircraft which can carry the BrahMos missile over here is Sukhoi 30 MKI or Su-30 MKI. Both of it are correct. The Salt Rafale is a small aircraft and it cannot carry a very big and bulky BrahMos missile as such, right? Okay. And HAL, HF Marut, it's a trainer aircraft. Okay. Marut is a trainer aircraft, right? So trainers aircraft don't carry big bulky, you know, missiles like BrahMos, right? Even Sukhoi can carry only one such missile like that. The weight of BrahMos missile can range anywhere between 1500 kilograms to 3000 kilograms, and it can strike the target from the distance of more than 700 kilometers as well. Okay, right? So now let's move on to the next one. What is the largest ecosystem on the earth? Largest ecosystem on the earth is 70, more than 70% of the earth is what? Water, and that is ocean. Pond, not lake, forest, no. Okay. So ocean is the correct answer. More than 70% of the earth is nothing but your ocean, right? What is the lighthouse of Mediterranean? I have already talked about this. Stromboli volcano is the it is called the lighthouse of the Meridian, and this is somewhere around Italy, Sicily. The volcano of Sicily, which is also in Italy, okay, is Etna, right? There is a famous poem by W. Rose called "The Snake Trying," and that poem has been written in the background of this volcano called Etna. Okay, there is another one, Mount Vesuvius, which I have talked about, and the remains of Pompeii, the city of Pompeii, was literally buried under the ashes of that particular volcano. Okay, Mount Kilauea is in US, and Il Mount Izalco. I'm not quite sure whether it is in the Southern America. Okay, the Brazil, Chile, Venezuela, and all that, that particular Southern American part. Okay, you need to check this one. All right. So humidity, measurement of humidity is done by hygrometer. Okay, hygrometer. Okay, barometer. A barometer is about the pressure. Is about the hydrometer is about the density. It measures the density. Okay. What does Gauss measure? What does Gauss measure? Gauss. What does Gauss measure? Okay, it measures length, I guess. I'm not quite sure. You guys can check and let me know. What does Gauss measure? Okay, Gauss. Gauss is used to measure length. Okay, Gauss, length. Okay, length, or maybe I think thickness, right? Thickness, right? When you talk like a wire of point, this much gauze. Okay, the cross sections of the wire. Okay, that is with that is measured, the that is the which we use this instrument called gauze to measure the thickness of the wire. Okay, small measurement. Yes, absolutely, that's correct. Yes, all those of you who have studied physics. What is the name of the probe sent to Saturn by NASA, ESA, and Italian Space Agency? Okay, so the answer to this question is Voyager. Okay, Voyager was sent. Voyager and another one, uh, the probe was sent in the interstellar object. Okay, And not just that, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, these were the two. Okay, they are still out there in the space like 30-40 years now, and they are still capturing the information from the outer space and giving back the signals to Earth, right? From the Saturn, we also talked about, there is a satellite of Saturn which is called Titan. Okay, and we also talked about the Ganymede. Ganymede is the largest satellite of Jupiter. Okay, and we also talked about Mars. There are two satellites. There's Phobos and Deimos. Okay, these are the two satellites. Just keep that in mind. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite sent onto the Earth orbit by none other than Russia. Okay, the then USSR. Okay, United States of Soviet Russia. Okay, New Horizon was a satellite, was a probe, actually not a satellite. Satellite revolves around the planet, and probe need not revolve around the planet. Okay, so New Horizon was sent on a probe to Pluto. Okay, right? And Parker Solar Probe, the name itself suggests that it was sent to probe the sun, the environments of the sun. Okay, all right, which of the following separated by 10-degree channel? 10-degree channel is very, very important. Okay, Andaman, Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands is separated by 10-degree channels. You guys are also advised to know what is 8-degree channel, 9-degree channel, and all that stuff as well. Okay, all the other stuffs are not related over here, right? Okay, all right. Working principle of hydrogen bomb. Working principle of hydrogen bomb is nuclear fusion, and that particular nuclear fusion is uncontrolled nuclear fusion. Okay, there is no control of the in the nuclear fusion, right? This two, nuclear fission and nuclear fission, it is a very, very so many times repeated questions. I don't know, this is like the third time I'm doing it over here in the PYQ. Okay, so you guys are supposed to know, in fission what happens. In fission what happens, that one, two, or three particles become into many other particles. But in fusion what exactly happens, that these particles come together to form one single, you know particle, right? In both the cases the energy dissipated is very huge. In fact, the energy dissipated in nuclear fusion is extremely huge. There is a theory which talks about that if even a single hydrogen bomb is thrown, if it is like dropped somewhere, the whole world would extinct. Okay, the humanity will extinct, something like that. There is the human application to controlled version of hydrogen. Okay, right? But it is still in the progress. The scientists are trying to use hydrogen as a fuel, but a good amount of research and a good amount of breakthrough needs there. Okay, in the Hiroshima and the Nagasaki, the uh, fat man and the little boy, the bomb, these two bombs these were the two bombs that were dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was the nuclear, that worked on the principle of nuclear fission. Okay, uncontrolled nuclear fission. Okay, very, very important concept for all of your defense services examinations. Okay, when I used to write, even my time, I have answered this question, I don't know, so many times. Okay, headquarters of United Nations, United News Agency, not nations, United News Agency. We did the other day. It's a multilingual news agency of India, just like Press Trust Bureau. Okay, Press Trust of India. Okay, PIB, Press Information Bureau. Press Information Bureau is not a news agency as such. It's a government way of doling out the information to the Indian public. But United News Agency is the India's first multilingual news agency, right? Okay, that is the characteristics of it, and the headquarter of it is located in New Delhi. Okay, which district has received the Prime Minister's award for the excellence in administration for the year 2011. The answer to this question is Datia. Okay, for the year 2022, in the very next session of examination, Prime Minister's Excellence Award for the award for administration was given. Okay, even the same question was asked in the very next session of examination. So guys need to keep that in mind. Nusantara is the new capital of which country? Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Sri Lanka, no. Okay, Syria, Damascus, Indonesia. The capital was Jakarta. Okay, and now the capital has changed, and now the new capital of Indonesia has become Nusantara. Okay, right. All right. So the motto of Indian Army. The motto of Indian Army is what? Okay, the motto of Indian Army, guys. What is the motto of Indian Army? Okay, service before self. Yes, service before self. Also, yes, absolutely, Arush. That's correct. Service before self is the English version, and Seva Parmo Dharma is the Hindi version of that, and Shano Varna is for Indian Navy. Savdhani was Shota is for um, Territorial Army. You are also required to know the the motto of NCC as well. Unity and what? Integrity, right? NCC motto of NCC, guys. Motto of NCC is what? NCC motto. Unity and discipline, right? Unity and I just forgot. It's a yes, unity and discipline. Yes. Unity and discipline is the motto of your NCC, and similarly touch the sky with glory. Okay, for your Nabha Sparsam Deeptam. Okay, sky with glory. Okay, that is the motto of IAF, right? So you guys need to keep that in mind. Okay, and also recently Indian Air Indian Air Force has been re-christianed as Indian Air and Space Forces as well. Okay, please do some research on this as well. Okay, Indian Air and Space Force. What is the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act? 86th Constitutional Amendment Act is nothing but your RTE, right to education, which which mentions the provision of free and compulsory, okay, free and compulsory education for the children between the age of 6 to 14, okay, in all government schools, right? Under RTI Act, it's not just that. If you go deeper into this RTI Act, even the private schools are supposed to have a certain proportion of their students, and they are supposed to teach certain number of students for free. Okay, and RTE, the major development of the RTE is also now it's coming in NEP, National Education Policy. And about the National Education Policy, I must mention that there are so many provisions inside National Education Policy, like the STEM education, and promoting the learning of technology, medicine, coding from the grassroots levels, and also the implementation of digital learning as well into the NEP, right? So I have actually done a project with Niti Aayog in this NEP. By 2030, you guys can see some very beautiful framework which tends to formalize the Indian education system. Right now also it has started. For example, very recently the government allowed even the non-biology students to appear for NEET examination. That's a pre-medical examination, right? So the reasoning and the logic behind was that was this NEP, National Education Policy, which is endeavoring to make the education as inclusive as possible, right? And if you go to some, let's say, European country or maybe even China, by playing badminton you can pass 10th standard, right? Okay, but that's not the case with us over here in India. So that's what our government is working towards, right? The river valley which is the largest deposit in India, the answer to this question is Damodar Valley. Do not confuse with Puga River Valley. Okay, Barabil Koira Valley, not Parvati Valley either. Okay, from Damodar River Valley, I have already talked about the sorrow of Bengal. Okay, sorrow of Bengal is your Damodar River Valley, and as well as your sorrow of Bihar, that is Koshi River. Okay, these things you need to keep that in mind. Okay, and you guys need to keep in mind a few of the stuffs, like what are the rivers which are the eastern flowing, and what are the rivers which are the west flowing. Okay, river flowing in the river eastern flowing rivers are like the Ganga, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri. Okay, with Kaveri there is a water dispute between the state of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay, and even the Kaveri river, we have the, the distributary or tributary, I guess. Okay, any one of these two, and that is one such tributary or distributary is there just behind our school, and Amravati Nagar, at the Amravati Dam, right? Okay, so Damodar river eventually goes and joins the Ganga. Okay, and eventually it becomes the Hooghly River, right? To finally get into the, uh, you know, the Arabian Sea, right? The eastern, east flowing rivers make estuaries. Okay, in estuaries the land are fertile, right? Okay, that is why in Sundarbans you have got mangroves, right? The Royal Bengal tiger, the abode of Royal Bengal tiger, and the left bank. Okay, the west flowing rivers form deltas. Okay, both of these deltas and estuaries, both of it eventually are the rivers meeting the ocean. Okay, so keep all these stuffs in mind. Okay, last question for the GKGS. uh, Washington DC is situated on which river? The answer to this question is Potomac River. The city which is located, the city which is situated on the river Thames is none other than your London. Okay, Nile River. There is a sobriquet named as Gift of Nile, and that is Egypt. Okay, had this had this had this Nile River been absent, the Egyptian country would have been a completely a barren land. Okay, so keep that in mind, and also keep that in mind about the all different cities, the major cities, and the location, and on they are located along the banks of which particular river. They might ask you, Sine river, which particular city is located along the banks of Sine river? The answer to this question is Paris. Okay, all right, so with this we are done with the GKGS, guys. Now let's go on, and let's drop a message in the group. Maybe starting English now. All those who are all right. So only four of you are here. Only four of you are here. How many of you are here? Four of you. Guys, we'll try to finish it off early. Who and all are here? Arush, Devnathan. Who else? Who else? Who else is here? Anybody else? Danush. All right, let's move for four of us. Right. Fluoride. We talked about fluoride. Fluoride means, decorative. Okay. Ornamental, decorative, gaudy, rosy. These are the meanings of your fluoride. And they have asked you what is the opposite meaning. So that means not weak, not monotonous, not ugly. Pale will be the answer, right? Impeccable means something which is flawless, okay, completely clear. That is called your impeccable, okay. Tedious means tiring, boring, no. Flashy, no. The answer to this question will be flashy, okay. Sorry, faulty, okay. Something which has some fault in it, right? Amalgamate means to join, okay. Conjoin, right? Amalgamate means join, assimilate, conjoin, and integrate, right? So the opposite of which will be separate. Assimilate is the same meaning, combine is the same meaning, integrate is the same meaning. Now similar meaning, okay. Barren, good, no. Wholesome, profitable. Barren means unproductive, right? Barren means unproductive, everybody knows that. Nonchalant, nonchalant. Nonchalant means someone who is, he's nonchalant, casual, indifferent, okay. Nonchalant, someone like, okay, this aspirant is little nonchalant, not taking things seriously. So imaginary not the right answer, neutral not the right answer, formal also not your right answer, casual will be the right answer, okay. Forbearance, okay. Forbearance means your patience, your toleration, okay, your restraint, your endurance, right? Fortitude. These are the synonyms of forbearance, right? So the answer to this question will be patience. Relevance means something which is relevant, no. Extravagant, no. This is also not the correct answer over here. Forbearance, forbearance means, yeah, forbearance means patient, and restraint, the kind of, the toil that you take inside you, right? And deliverance means what? Delivery, to release, to free, to give, and all that stuff, okay. So deliverance also is not the right usage over here, guys, right? Fill in the blanks. My teacher was annoyed, okay. Annoyed, okay. Annoyed about us, okay. Annoyed about us for being late on Monday, okay, right? Annoyed about is also not the right usage. Annoyed at us sounds good, sounds very close, but the actual usage over here is with, okay. That my teacher was annoyed with us for being late on Monday, okay. My teacher was annoyed with us. The visiting diplomat, okay. The visiting diplomat dashed the prime minister, okay. Called on the prime minister. Call on means to visit, okay. Call on to, call on means visit. Call up to means enlist, okay. Call up to, okay. Call up, okay. Call up means enlist, sign up, okay. Recruit, right? Called at, called at means, called at, like, okay, I'm calling it a day here, okay. I'm calling at, okay, to stop somewhere for a very brief amount of time, that is called your call at, okay. Call in means help, okay. I called in, let's say, Arush Devnathan for help, okay. I called in some help, okay. So the correct usage over here will be called on, right? 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. Over here, the usage will be singular. When we write 10 years, okay, the usage is singular. Okay, so 10 years is a long time, not are a long time, has of time, is a long time for me to live in a foreign country. Okay, 5 years, not are a long time, 5 years is a long time, because this 10 years take a kind of subjective instance, right? This acts as a subject over here. Okay, her sister asked me if I were, okay, if I were. Anytime, always, even if you get if, I use the word were. That's it. Okay. If I were willing to go abroad for my studies. Okay. Her sister asked me if I were willing to go abroad for my studies. If I could be willing, no, not the right usage. Her sister asked me whether willing to, not the right usage. Whether I should be willing to, no, that's also not the right usage over here. Okay, all five of you stick around. Okay, yes, okay, Durai Alvin, good. I hope you had a nice day. Stick around. Okay, all five six of you. To save one's face, how do you save one's face? Okay, like I'm saving one's face. If I'm taking the blow right in front, okay, to the on my face, like I'm facing it, but I'm saving my face. That means what? I'm trying to save myself from something. Are you hiding yourself? It does sound similar, but that's not the meaning. Okay, to oppose, no. To so plainly, no. To hide oneself, you are saving your face. Like something is coming to you and you are saving yourself. So the correct usage over here is to evade disgrace. Okay, a tall order. Okay, AFCAT is not a tall order. Okay, AFCAT examination is not a tall order. Okay, tall order means not a big problem, a royal someone, no, a big demand, no. It's a difficult task to perform. Okay, AFCAT examination is not a tall order to crack. Okay, all and sundry, sundry. Okay, sundry, sundry, okay, all and sundry, officers, JCOs, NCOs, along with the sundries, along with the sentries. Okay, that means you are having no distinction, right? All of them are here, including sentries, general CEOs, all of them are here, right? So everyone without distinction, all and sundry, sundry, sentry, sundry. Okay, right, remember it this way. Have a brush with, like, some close call, something has happened, have a brush with. To start painting, obviously, one thing about idioms and phrases, keep that in mind. Whatever it has been said to you, the meaning will not be the exact word by word. Okay, to have a brush with, that means it doesn't mean that you are having a brush in your hand, right? To start painting, to have good and pleasing terms, no. To be impressed, no. Okay, you have encountered something, probably a fight. Okay, that is called to have a brush with. Okay, to have a slight encounter. All those of you who are studying or who are having slight encounter with live PYQ solving, okay, you are having a brush with live PYQ solving, right? All right, let's do these questions. Okay, greatly to our surprise, greatly to our surprise, we find the ringleader was lame. Okay, we find, greatly to our surprise, we find. Okay, find is the wrong usage. Okay, we found. Okay, greatly to our surprise, we found the ringleader was lame, right? He wasn't supposed to be lame. He was supposed to have two legs with him or her, right? Okay. So the error is in B part. The teacher made the boys do the sum. Obviously, do the sum, not to the sum. Error is in B. When one hears of the incident about the plane crash, he feels very sorry. Okay, one hears of the incident about the plane crash. Over here, the plane crash is the definite article. Okay, definite article. Unless otherwise, I talk about Alaska aircraft incident, okay, something like that, okay. But one hears of the incident, which incident we don't know. That is why we won't use the definite article, we will use indefinite article, okay. I hope ASJK sir has taught you what is indefinite article, a and an, okay. About a plane crash, he feels sorry, that is why the error is in B. I went there with a view to survey the entire procedure. Okay, I went there with a view to view of surveying. Okay, over here the usage will be of a gerund. Okay, gerund is your any verb or most of the noun plus ing. Okay, that is the main stuff, main crux in the entire, the argument which we'll be having, okay. So that will have surveying, okay. I went there with a view to surveying the entire procedure. Again, your error will be in B. Coincidentally, we have error in all the B's only, right? Okay, let's move. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, okay. All right, five of you. Okay. Read this one. I have already read this one. Okay. The Industrial Revolution, which took place from 18th to 19th century, was a period during which predominantly agrarian rural societies of in Europe and America, agrarian rural societies of Europe and America became industrial and urban. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, which began in Britain in 1700s, manufacturing was often done in people's homes. Using hands, tools, or basic machine, industrialized marks a shift to powered special purpose machineries, factories, and mass production. The iron and textile industries, along with the development of the steam engine, played central roles in industrial revolution, which also saw improved systems of transportation, communication, and banking. While industrialization brought an increased amount of variety of manufacturing goods and improved standard of living for some, it also resulted in often grim employment and living conditions for the poor and working classes. Before the advent of industrial revolution, most people resided in small rural communities where their daily existences revolved around farming. Okay. Before advent of industrial revolution, where did the manufacturing primary take place? Answer this question. Okay. It is there. It is there. Already there. Yes, homes. Absolutely homes. Okay. Over here mentioned clearly. Right? Yeah. Okay. This one. Which of the following was the negative outcome of the industrial revolution? Okay, the urban rural migration. Nowhere they have talked about the migration stuff. Increased volume of goods. It was a variety of goods that we are getting. That's a good thing. Variety of goods. Poor conditioning of living. Okay, living conditions for the poor and working classes. That was the grim employment situation, right? So for this particular one, the answer will be what? Not Arush. The answer will be okay. D. Right. And what was the main source of livelihood before the revolution? The main source of livelihood was farming. Okay, which is also mentioned. Right. I don't know if for which one you are answering A as the answer, Arush. Okay. I think you might have to correct it over here. You see, farming. Right. Okay. Shall we move? Okay. The Golden Globe Awards 2021 was held to access, downgrade, no aid to recognize, okay, excellence in film, both American and international, and American television. This was the 78th edition of annual event, which honored the best in American television as well as films in 2020 and 21, as chosen by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Chosen under? No. Chosen over? No. Because we are talking, there is a Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Chosen by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, right? Right. So by is the answer. American TV series The Crown. Okay. Will win? No. Won. It has already won. Win? No. Wins, not won. Okay. Won the most awards for the ceremony with 4 awards. Okay. Right. All right. Once upon a time. Please write down the question number and then the option. Okay. Then it will get more clear to me. Otherwise, I get a little confused which one you are talking about. That's why. Okay. Right. What have I taught you? Bob and weave. Okay. Bob and weave. Okay. You have to read it in English. Whenever you read it, okay, if you find any discrepancies, if you find there's something unusual while you read it, okay, then you should realize that there's some grammatical mistakes are there. Okay. Once upon a time, okay, a princess named, what was her name then? Snow White. That means P and R will start with. Okay. Once upon a time, a princess name. Now we know PR, that means simply tick this one and move. That's it. Okay. We don't have to now read it. Finish. Okay. Now we are solving it. So let's read it. In the examination scenario, you completed that PR has to be there. Only one option means tick and move. No reading. All of it. Okay. A princess named Snow White lived in a castle with her father, the king, and her the stepmother, the queen. Okay. Only once you can read it, and after reading, if it is making sense, tick it and read. Okay. All right. 71. This is the fairy tale story of Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Sleeping Beauty. Okay. We know dash a modern ending. Okay. Versions and is reimagined with a modern ending. Okay. One thing is pretty much clear, that it has to end with S. Okay. The 71 is a good one. 71 is a good one. Answer this 71, guys. Okay. Answer this one. This is the fairy tale story of Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Sleeping Beauty, the tale of Princess Aurora Brare Rose, okay, Grime Brothers and Disney. Okay, this classic fairy tale combines part of the Charles Perrault, Grimes brother, and Disney. Okay, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? This is the fairy tale story of Sleeping Beauty. Okay, the Sleeping Beauty. Now, Sleeping Beauty, you have introduced it and you have given a comma. Then now you will explain it little bit. This is the fairy tale story of Sleeping Beauty, the tale of the Princess Aurora or Briar Rose. Okay, it's the name of the subject over there. So P, right? This classic fairy tale combines part of the, okay, yes, absolutely right. Okay, this classic fairy tale combines part of the Charles Perrault, Grimm's brother, and okay, Disney versions, and is reimagined with a modern ending. Okay, PRQS will be the right answer. Okay, PRQS will be the right answer. Okay, this is the fairy tale story of Sleeping Beauty, the tale of Princess Aurora and Briar Rose. This classic fairy tale combines part of the Charles Perrault, Grimes brother, and Disney versions, and Disney versions and is reimagined with a modern ending. Okay. Okay, Sleeping Beauty. Let's check this one. How does this read? This is the fairy tale story of Sleeping Beauty. Okay. The tale of princess and this. Okay. Grimes brother, Grimes brothers and Disney. Okay. It comes as an abrupt one. So it cannot be the answer. 72. Yeah. Arush has already answered. 72. There was an emperor. Okay. Who loved. Who loved. That means it will start with Q. Okay. Who loved nothing better than wearing a fancy new cloth. Okay. 3 times a day he would change into a brand new royal outfit. Okay. The answer will be B. Okay. All right. Who are here? Who are all here? Arush is here. Who all are here? Apart from Arush. Okay, Devanathan is here. Arush is here. And who else? Who else? Okay. All right, Shiva Kumar. Yes, good, good. Stick around. Okay, now we are starting. Just 3 last question for that, and we are done with English. Rehearsal is to performance. Okay, rehearsal is to performance. Before performance, rehearsal happen. Okay, so satisfaction appetite, it won't work out. Entrapment means nothing but trap. This won't happen. Applause and audience, it won't happen. But before marriage, engagement happened. That is why 73 answer will be C. Right? Premise to conclusion. Okay. Premises are the previous infos that you have. Okay. Is to conclusion. Then knowledge is to ideas. Maybe. Yeah. Hypothesis is to theory. Maybe. Yeah. Brand is to marketing. Okay. All of these three could be correct. Could be correct. But the closest answer should be assumption and inference. Okay. If I say A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, and D is equal to 4, and Z is equal to 26. Right? We don't know in between what is the alphabet numbers, right? So there is some sort of assumption. We are now seeing that this is a series happening, right? And that is why using which we have inferred, we have implied that since A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, D is equal to 4, Z should be equal to 26, right? So assumption should be equated with inference. Okay, knowledge is to ideas. Okay, knowledge and ideas both are pretty much the same. Hypothesis means it's a hypothesis means it's like an initiation point of an experiment. Okay, like I see stars are twinkling, that means they are made up of diamond. Yeah, they might be made up of diamond. Okay, all that twinkles are made up of diamond, all that shines are made up of diamond. And star twinkles, star shines, that means stars are also made up of diamond. That is my hypothesis, right? Hypothesis means a conclusion which is derived out of uh, not complete premises, right? A conclusion derived out of incomplete premises, right? Okay, so assumption will be your inference. Okay, brand and marketing, these two are completely different stuff. Hypothesis does lead to theory, okay, but hypothesis is a kind of conclusion, and theory can be any theory, right? Okay. Botany is two plants, okay. Then anatomy, then astronomy should be the stars, heavenly bodies, right? So the placement is wrong. Study of disease is called etiology. That's correct. Okay, that's correct. But it cannot be over here. Teacher is to class. No. 75. 75. The answer will be how much? Geology. The answer will be Earth. Okay. Yeah. 75. What is the answer? 75. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Please write the question number and the respective answer, then I will know. Right? All right, let's move. All right, before moving to the next one, let's me drop me a small message, and so that all those who wishes to join. All right. All right, guys. I just take a one moment of break, maybe. Four of you, three of you. Who all watching right now? Very less number. Only three. Who are all here? Okay, Arush. Who else? Devnathan. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get started. Yes. Lone wolf. C. Yes. Absolutely. That's correct. Yeah. That's absolutely correct. Okay. Simply 24, 22, 18. That means now we'll be having 18 as the answer. Simply tick this one and move. Do not see the alphabet C, D, E, F. Okay. This is how we save time. Right? Yeah, this one. This one. 7 and 1 by 7 can be written as 50 by 7. Okay. This can be written as 50 by 6. This can be written as 50 by 5. Yes, Devnathan, absolutely correct. This can be written as 50 by 4. This one can be written as 50 by 3. So obviously the next one will be 50 by 2. Right? Okay. If blue means green, okay, first don't read this. First read what has been asked. What is the color of blood? What is the color of blood? We know red. Okay. Now we'll search for where exactly red means. Okay. So red means orange. Okay. So orange should be the answer. Orange is not in the answer. Tick none of the above and move. Okay. That's it. Okay. Danger. Danger. Okay. D4, A1, E5, EJOTY, EFG. Okay. Right. Danger. Right. Right. And EJOTY. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Okay. R, S, T. Okay. R, S, and T. Right. That means R is your 18. Okay. Danger. 79D. Yes, absolutely. That's correct. Okay. N, O. N is how much? 14. Right. So if you just add plus 7 to all of it, plus 7 to all of these numbers, will this number become 11? Will this number become 8? Will this become 21? Will this number become 11? This number become 12? And will this number become how much? 25. Right? Isn't it? This is what we have got over here. Now machine. A means 1, C means 3, E means A, B, C, D, E means 5. Plus 7 means 8. Okay. Plus 7 means 11. Plus 7 means 12. Right? Sorry, over here 10. So we need to have 8, 10, and 12. Okay. Second one has to be the 8. Third one has to be the 10. And the last one has to be the 12. Only this one is the answer. Okay. So we will go ahead with D as the answer. Okay. We don't have to check. We don't have to write the entire stuff. That's how you will save the time, guys. Okay. Sixth day of the month is 3 days earlier. Okay. Sixth day of the month is 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Okay. Yeah. 6 days of the month is 3 days earlier. That means 1, 2, 3. That means today is 9th. Okay. Sixth day of a month is 3 days earlier than Saturday. This date is Saturday. This date is Saturday, isn't it? That means plus 16th is also a Saturday. Okay. 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21st. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right? Do not shy away from writing all this. Be smart. Do not write THURSDAY. Okay. SUNDAY. S. That's it. Okay. Now this is a good question. I want an answer. I want an answer, guys. The target is to finish off by 12:30. Let's see. V plus means A is sister of B. Okay. Sister means this one. Okay. U into B. That means U is brother of Q. Right. Q minus T. That means Q minus T is A is the daughter of B. That means Q is the daughter of T. Okay. Right. All of you know what exactly the sign I'm using. Circle for females, square or rectangle for males. Okay. This is equal to sign for the husband wife. This particular sign for the brothers and sisters. Now the generation has changed. T. Okay. T divide R. Okay. T divide R means A is husband of B. Okay. That means T is husband of R. Okay. Right. And R plus P. Okay. R plus P. That means R is sister of P. Okay. P into S. P into S means A is brother of B. Okay. That means this is brother of S. How is P related to V? Okay. How is P related to V? Okay. V's mother brother. V's mother's brother. That means it's a mama, right? Maternal uncle, mama, right? Okay. I know in South India there's so much joke about mama, right? Mama and macha, huh? Isn't it? All right. Deepthi said to her friend, okay, that girl playing with the dog is the younger of the two sisters of the son of my mother's husband. Okay. My mother's husband means what? This is my mother's husband, isn't it? Deepthi is a female. One moment. So over here is Deepthi, right? Okay. Deepthi said to her friend, guys, yeah, absolutely correct. Yeah, Arush, that's correct. Okay. Deepthi said to her friend, that girl playing with the dog, that girl playing with the dog is the younger of the two sisters of the son of my son of two sisters of the son of, there'll be a son, okay, and there'll be two sisters, right? That girl playing with the dog is the younger of the two sisters of the son of my mother's husband. My mother's husband is my father, right? And their son is my brother, right? So this is that young girl, right? Younger girl. So how are they related? They are the brother, sister, that's it, or the sister, sister. Following figures, square represent astronauts, okay? Triangle represents swimmer, circle represents women, and rectangle represents Indian, right? They have asked which letter represents women, women, okay? That means A, B, C, D only we can have the answer. We cannot have this answer, okay? Women, which option represent women who are either Indians or swimmers, okay? B, C, D, right? B, C, D, guys, yes, absolutely correct. Jonathan, yes, okay, right. Now this one, easy one, quickly get me the answer for 85, quickly. Just 10, 15 more minutes, man. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely correct one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 7, 8. Okay, right? 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Look, all of you, look, extremely, extremely important. Even if you have not studied no shit till now in any of the subject, even if you are able to pick up these easy questions in your examinations, you will pass. Okay, so please pick up easy questions, right? Like this. Yes, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Arush is correct. 8 plus 7, 15 plus 1, 16. 8 plus 3, 11 plus 1 is 12. 4 plus 2 is 8. And this one is your 18. Okay, the odd one out. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. B for 86. Yes, absolutely correct, Kavita. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So this can be written as something like, this is a good question. This is a good question. Answer it. 7, 13, 22, 9, 12, 25, 4, and 5. Yes, Devnathan, that's correct. How about others? How about others? How about others, boys? Take a moment of your time. Can you find some relation between this number and these two number? Think, think. Okay, right? Okay. Let me make it a little bit more easier for you. One moment. Yeah, yeah. I'm in 10, 15 more minutes, I guess. Right? Yes, absolutely. 9 plus 7 is 16. 13 plus 12 is 25. And similarly, 22 plus 25 is how much? 47. In the exam scenario, if it doesn't hit your mind immediately at that point of time, okay, you might want to respect it. Okay? Okay, do not spend 10 minutes of your time. No, I want to crack this question. No, no, go and crack other question in that 10 minutes. Okay, all right. This one, some stones are not rods. So these are your stones, these are your rods. Some stone are not rods means I'll be little bit more stringent while drawing the Venn diagram, right? Isn't it? So I'm being more stringent so that I can, even if you find one anomaly, okay, so that means the whole of the statement is wrong, right? So I'm being stringent with drawing these two Venn diagrams rather than both joining. I have drawn it separately, right? I want to be stringent, right? And if one statement is correct, every single, you know, the constituent of that particular statement will be correct. It has to be correct always and every time. I hope you guys are trying to understand the sense. So some stones are rods, some stones are not rods. Have been stringent. No stones are rods. All rods are black. No black is a crow. No black is a crow means, yeah, let's be more stringent. Crow is here. Some crows are rods. Some crows are rods. No, some crows are not rods. Some blacks are stones. No, some crows are blacks. No, some stones are rods. No. So the answer over here will be C. None follows. Okay, right. While drawing the Venn diagram, please be stringent. Okay, over here, if they say you some, if they give you some stones or rods, then only you draw like this. Okay, some are there. Some stones are not rods means it can also happen. No, all the stones are not rods, isn't it? Right? Yes, Kavita, absolutely correct. All right, all of my regular students, we have got a new friend joined in today, 819 Kavita. Let's welcome her. Thank you so much for joining and studying at 12:30. Okay. I hope this helps you in your AFCAT examination. Right? Easy one. Let's do it quickly, guys. 10 more minutes. Let's finish it off. I want to sleep. I haven't had my dinner. Okay? Right. A, B, C, D, E are friends sitting in a circle facing each other. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. F is sitting immediate left to A. F is sitting immediate left to A. That means place, the first one is free. You place anywhere. F is sitting immediate left to A. If they are facing inwards, that means left to A means this is A and B are sitting, A and B are sitting opposite to left of A, and B is sitting opposite to F. B is sitting opposite to F. E and D are sitting opposite to each other. That means E and D can be placed here and there. right? If E is there, D will be here. This is how it will be. Who is sitting opposite? Okay. Then again, they are sitting opposite to each other. That means it's like this. C is here. Who is sitting third right to A? Third right to A. One, two, three. Right? Right hand side. Right hand side is this way. Right? Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a good one. Akshay is 16th from the left end in a row of boys, and Vijay is 18th from the right end. Okay. Akshay Akshay is 16th, right? That means before him there are like 15 guys already, isn't it? And Vijay Vijay is at 18th. So from the right there's like 17 guys before him, isn't it? That means over here you'll be having 11th. Okay, 16th is Akshay and 18th is Vijay from right. Avinash is 11th from Akshay towards right. Akshay is here at 16th. 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th. Okay. From 11th from Avinash is 11th from Akshay. So this is what? This is your Avinash, right? Now let's redraw this. And also they are saying from Akshay towards the right end and third from Vijay towards the right end. So third means what? Third means somewhere here. Okay. This is your Vijay, isn't it? After Vijay, after Vijay, okay, or let's say including Vijay, there is like how many guys? From the right end, from right, listen to me carefully, guys. From right, including Vijay, there are 18 guys, right? That means we are done up till here. Let me use a different one. We are done up till here. How many there in between? Including Akshay, from left hand side, there are 16 guys, right? That means we are done with this also, isn't it? Now, how many there? One, written so small. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means plus 8, right? Yes, absolutely. 42 will be the correct answer, guys. Right? 90 answer will be B. Let's move on. If it is possible to make only one meaningful word from the second, fourth, fifth, seventh, and 11th letter, okay, of distribution, distribution, okay, second, third, fourth, fifth, okay, fourth also, second, 1, 2, 3, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so what are the letters? I, T, R, B, U. Okay, seventh and 11th, second, fourth, fifth. I guess I missed someone. Distribution. Okay, this is O. Right? Letters of word. Third letter. Okay. if we can find a word, if we can make a word out of it, okay, then the third letter of that word is the answer. Okay, if more than one such word can be formed, then M has to be the answer. And if we cannot make any such answer, then X is the answer, guys. Yes, absolutely. That's right. Orbit. Okay. Orbit. Yeah, look, these Air Force guys, they will always revolve around something along flying and flying objects. Okay. So keep that stuff in mind. I mean, that's a passing note. That's not a very important stuff, I know, but keep that mind as well. So orbit is there out there, right? Okay, in space. So that's why you should try to relate it, right? So B is the third word. Okay, the third letter of that word should be the answer. The third letter over here is B. Okay, all right, let's do this one. Easy one. Four students A, B, C, D are sitting one each at the four corners of a square, all facing center of the square. Student E is sitting at the center and is facing only C. Okay, E is sitting like this and facing C, right? And the student A is sitting the back of E. That means he will face A. If D is sitting to the right of E, if E is facing C, that means right of A is this direction. Okay, isn't it? Where will B be sitting to E? Okay, B will be what? B will be what? That means B is on the right of E. No. A is facing B and E. A is facing B and E. No. B is to the back of E. No. B is to the left of E. Okay. 92. Answer will be A. Okay. How many students are dancers and cricket players but not boys? Okay. But not boys. That means let's check out all the boys. Okay. Isn't it? How many student dancer and cricket players? Okay, cricket players means triangle. It has to be inside the triangle. It has to be a student, that means has to be inside the circle as well. And dancer, that means it has to be inside the square as well. Okay, so what is the answer, guys? What is the answer? 7. Yes, absolutely, that's correct. Okay, what do you think this one? Absolutely, B and D is not going to be the answer. Okay, B and D cannot be the answer. Okay, so we will need something like this over here, right? And something like this maybe over here, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? Okay, actually, none of the answer is correct over here. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Which one is the correct one? 94C, yes, absolutely. That's the closest to the answer. But still, even if you, how will you do that? Like, we can, what we can do, okay, yes, he's correct. Okay. What we are assuming that this side, we don't have a complete rectangle, right? So we don't need to make a complete rectangle, right? So this will come out to be like this and this. So it's Yes, C is closely related. Yes, absolutely. So that is why we'll choose C. But even then, C is also not the perfectly correct answer, guys. Okay, A is obviously not the one. Yeah, 95. Want to reach the done and dusted one. Okay, this one cannot be the answer. Okay, this one cannot be the answer, right? Right, it will be a mirror image of this particular stuff, right? It will be a mirror image of this particular stuff, isn't it? What is that? Any one two of you answer D. Yes, absolutely. 95D will be the answer. I think I skipped one. Yes, 96. How many elements are there? One, two, three, four, five elements are there. Over here only two elements. Over here only two elements. Over here one, two, three, and the outer square four elements. Okay. Yes, absolutely correct. 96. Which one? Okay. You see this small element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the whole square is another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Even though it is not, it may or may not be perfectly correct answer. This is the closest answer over here. Okay. Yes, absolutely 75. Option A, C. Okay. Yes. Yes, absolutely correct. This one, mirror image. The last PYQ I did that error in the mirror image. I told you guys C is the answer over there in the last PYQ, but actually B is the answer. Please correct it. Okay. It was just an inadvertent mistake, right? Okay. So this Z, this particular one will be closest to the mirror, isn't it? Where do we have closest to the mirror? Only C. That's it. Okay. This one will go. It will become something like this and this. It will become something like this. Okay. Yeah. How many triangles are there? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. These are the smaller triangles. Plus. Okay. Now 1. Similarly over here 2. Right. Over here 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 over here as well. Okay. 6 plus 4, 10. Yes, absolutely. Right. Now let's check for other triangles. We'll have one triangle over here. We'll be having one triangle over here. We'll be having one triangle over here. We'll be having another triangle over here. Okay. That means plus 4. Okay. 26. We are reaching 26. Okay. We are reaching 26. All right. We need two more triangles, guys. Look at this. This is 1. This is 2. Right. Okay. Inside two big triangles. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay. So the answer to this question will be 28. Over here, one thing I wanted to mention one thing. Listen to me carefully. Even if you don't know what is the exact number, okay, how will you guess it? Okay, this is just uh, kind of gyan which you should not accept, but still, if you want to listen, so most of the times the answer to this type of question will be the second highest number. Okay, most of the times the answer to the question will be the second highest number in the given question. Okay, do not follow my advice blindly. This is what I have observed. Okay, because this is how the psychology works. Ultimately, people think, yeah, 32, these many small parts, they will have 32. Then the question, the people, those who have set the question paper, they'll place the option just below that. Okay, so right, so take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, all right, yeah. So this one, seven of you are here. This one, I wasn't able to solve this question. Okay, I wasn't able to solve this particular question, guys. Okay, what do you guys think about this particular question? Two more questions remaining. I give you 1 minute to think about it. Okay, and I join you back. Yes, confusing, absolutely confusing. Okay, yeah, guys, two of you, why are you leaving? Let's stay back. We'll reach the done and dusted part. Okay, you guys don't want to see this done and dusted PPT. So beautiful. Okay, join in. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Take 1 minute of your time. What do you say? What do you say? You want 1 minute of your time? All right. See, even for me, it was a difficult one. All I could get from this question is that every preceding figure, the answer to this question in the key is C. Okay, but I don't believe that is the right one. Okay, each of the each of the elements, that means all the four arrows, okay, have changed their orientation in the next figure. Okay, in the next two, in the adjacent two boxes, any of the arrows are not in the same orientation. Okay, if we choose C, we see this is remains the same. That means we have cancelled this one. Okay, that means we have cancelled this one as well. Okay, but if we choose this one, we see all of it has changed. Right, all four, this has changed, this has changed, this has changed, this has changed. Even with respect to D as well, all of the orientations are different. Right, and that is why I have chosen A as the answer. In the key, they have given C. They haven't given the explanation as such why, when, why, so, why, what. They haven't said anything like that. Okay. So I'll go ahead with A as the correct answer. Yes, Anu, why are you smiling? Is there a particular reason behind smiling? Anyways, guys, 12:30, we have missed the target, but no worries. We have absolutely breached that target of finishing before 1 a.m. for sure. We'll again practice trying to get it done. No, everything not turning 135 degrees. Arush, that's not correct. Okay, you can try. It looks like yes, from here to this is turning 135-degree. How about this one? This is turning 90-degree only, right? Okay, then you will say, okay, fine, this is turning over here. 135 degree, right? Then this one is turning how much? 135 degree, right? Even if all of it, let's just turn all of it 135 degree. What will happen? Okay, this figure will come over here. This figure, this arrow will become like this. We don't have such an answer over here, right? Isn't it? Isn't it? So it's not turning 135 degree, right? All right, boys. So last question for the day, last and final question for the day. Yes, what is the answer? All those who are here, please write the answer. Please write the answer. 100C, yes. Only Arush. How about others? Anu, Kavita, Devnathan, and all here. Okay, Devnathan C. How about others? Answer this question and move. Yes, answer this question and leave the meeting. We are done. You want to see the done and dusted slide as well. Yeah? Yes, Shushant, absolutely. Thank you so much, Shushant, for joining. We'll have more such sessions. Okay. Anybody else? Anu, did not get an answer from you. Such a chirpy participant, I must mention. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Absolutely. The answer to this is C. With this, we are done and dusted with AFCAT 2 2022 2022 live PYQ session. Okay. We'll meet again.